middle of the madness. In a good place, let them know what's happening. This ain't your average, just them good vibes in the middle of the madness. In a good place, let them know what's happening. Let's take it all around the world with a passion. We talking politics, check, relationships, check. Do it for the culture if you really trying to flex. Got 4 brothers on the go, ready, set. From the suburbs to the projects, we got the beers and the Baldheads. I'm talking beers and the Baldheads. We got the beers and the Baldheads. We the one with the beers and the Baldheads.
Yo, what do you do?
I really like that introduction.
Yeah. Oh,
it's pretty catchy.
Yeah, it's starting to like it.
Pretty catchy.
Yeah.
Grow on it.
Growing on it.
Grow on you.
What's up, party people?
What's up, fam?
Welcome to Beards and Baldheads.
Yeah.
And we got a special guest coming in. He's sliding in like Eddie Kane. There he is now. Anyway, tonight I just wish you all just the best, and I want y'all to listen to what we have to say a little bit. You don't have to, but they can turn it off and do whatever. But we really want you to listen to what we have to say. Tonight's show is Greatness Ain't Gentle. Soft parenting ain't raising legends. So if you understand that concept, soft parenting versus parenting. He just slid in real smooth like. So, but before we get into that, we're gonna go around the room, check how everybody has been since the last time we seen y'all, and then we're gonna get right into the show. Greatness ain't gentle. So we're gonna start over here. Since he slid in, we're gonna just start right with him. Mark, tell us how your week been, brother.
How you doing, man?
You're looking fantastic, by the way. You
Fantastic.
got a lapel pin with an M on it. I was like,
Yeah. He just went to prom.
Hey,
man, who's the fashion guy over here?
you know where I got it.
Anyway, how you been, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. You know, highlight of my week was I went on a cruise to Alaska on a 7-day cruise, and Alaska is very interesting. A lot of education for us, and to see how we developed and what's going on with the pace over there and the commercial industry. It's just pretty cool. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was given. I mean, you went in Alaska.
Yeah. Layered up. The wind just get through all them layers.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
it get cold, but man,
7 days.
Yeah, 7 days on the cruise ship. It was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. But he said it's a great experience.
I recommend it for everybody. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Was the food good?
It was too good.
Yeah.
And we kept getting crab legs in Alaska.
Yeah, I can imagine that just fresh.
Yeah.
big ones,
still have the
colossal or
giant ones with the hair stubble on them still.
seafood legs.
Seafood.
Yeah, seafood.
There must
What's
be
it?
an inside.
Yeah, it must be an inside joke.
Inside.
Anyway, we might as well go to the guy. He dapped in.
Man, I'm
KT.
blessed, man. Got a lot of stuff on my plate, man, but I'm nibbling right now. So
Nibbling.
It's going to get it all off of there. But good.
Good stuff. Good stuff on the plate.
Season, everything.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Trevor, you guys kind of did some of the same stuff. Huh?
Yeah. I just came back from a cruise yesterday.
Hey,
So, which was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
My wife took me on a cruise. She said that I needed to get a little bit of balance. So with 2 full plates, I got some work-life balance.
Yeah. Well, at least you came back. You know, she wasn't taking you to throw you overboard with that like that.
Right?
Feed you to the chart.
Sometimes
You know what I mean?
deserve it. Sometimes I might. Deserve
Yeah.
One of them mermaids come up and get him.
Yeah. Anyway, my week has been good thus far. You know, it's still prom season. I love this season. I'll be displaying some of the gentlemen I got to style, if you will, coming up pretty soon. That's been amazing to infect a young mind. It's always a beautiful thing. But that's how my week has been. It's always sharpening the knife, you know?
Right.
I'm always sharpening the knife.
Yeah.
That's why I hang out with these gentlemen,
Yeah.
because iron sharpens iron. So
Yes, sir.
that's why we're here tonight.
Absolutely.
To sharpen ourselves and to sharpen you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get into this gentle or greatness ain't gentle. Well, if you've seen the flyer for the show, it was basically the premise around fathers being highly disciplinarian. Since the movie Michael came out, it's like, somebody came out with it. I forget who it was. And let's give it up for EP because he's not here. I believe he the one that came up with this topic. He's an international lover, so I can imagine what he's doing out in the world today. So somebody is not missing him, whatever country he's in.
Be safe with the loving part.
Huh?
Be safe with the loving part.
Yeah. Well, he's talked really well. Just strap it up, buddy. Anyway, he came up with the concept of like let's focus on the man that made this greatness. So I was like, oh, that's a dope concept, because you have so many men that are considered highly disciplinarians or strict parents, but the product that churned out of that is greatness. So we want to get into that. Are you a soft parent? Are you a gentle parent? Are you a disciplinarian parent? You don't have to speak for yourself, but which one do you think works? I think for me, this age, we're doing a lot of soft parenting. And I think we're getting the byproduct of that. And that's young men, young girls that are running amok.
You said at this age. What do you mean at this age?
At this age, this time we're in.
Okay.
At this time we're in, where everybody's, I think the youth is running amok, and we're not producing children that are really productive to society, right? That's my thought process. Nobody wants to talk about it, but yeah, Michael Jackson probably got some spankings. We're not going to even call him.
Beatings.
Yeah.
At least
but
political.
It wasn't him, not only him that was great, but a lot of his brothers and sisters, they were great musicians.
Right. Pops had a vision.
Yeah.
And he poured into it. So he did what was necessary to get them to that level.
To that level.
So I know a lot of people would, and they say, negative things about Joe. We didn't hurt him up, for a long time. But in his mind and in his head, he felt that it was necessary. He built a structure that maybe everybody don't follow. I know when I was coming up, even though I had a single, just my mom, I got my ass whooped, when it was needed, so I can relate. I mean, I wouldn't say she would just grab anything, but
the closest thing.
I had to go
cut the closest thing.
I had to go cut my own switches. Yeah. So, of course, you go, I go back there and I'll come back with one about like this and thin. Nah. She go back there and man. But I felt it helped me. It balanced me. So, and then, you tend to kind of mimic your parent. And the way they parent you, you start to become that parent to a degree. And it may be some things some fat you may cut off a little bit, but it worked. What they say is good for the goose is good for the gander. It worked for me. So I didn't have to do that with my daughter, but with my sons, they boys, so I had to let them know, like, look, man, the world is not easy on you. So they're not finna give you anything. They'll give you some time. They good about that. They give you time. Yeah. And
generous with it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, but like I said, I would explain why. I love you. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Right. So, and I was pretty much a single parent. you know, for the majority of their life. So, hey,
Do
better
you,
than outdoors, sleeping
do you
outdoors.
think that people like nowadays, especially some child psychologists, they look at those parents as, now they call it corporal punishment.
Mhm.
Like, wow, like that sounds harsh.
Sure.
Corporal punishment.
Sure.
Do you think those parents that would have parented us, do you think we would have came out different?
Way worse.
Oh,
Can I really back just a little bit
Excuse
so that hopefully everybody wanted to address what the last question to do that? Because to piggyback off of what Kevin had said, at that time, it was almost natural to get a spanking on report card day if you didn't act up, if you didn't do right. If one of the neighbors caught you acting up, you would get caught and then told on. Then you would get spanked by your parent. And what was crazy was when you found out that somebody didn't get whoopings. You're like, you don't get whoopings? Oh, you sedity. Or you uppercut. Like, what's wrong with your family? So, and I remember whenever somebody did something or said something and they knew the parent was coming or they were going to get in trouble, you heard the whole classroom or all your friends say, ooh, you in trouble. Like you knew you were going to get some kind of a punishment for action.
Right.
And now, since we don't have any kind of a punishment for the actions, we're trying to cookie cut these kids. And we're doing ourselves an injustice because some of the parents abused it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So because they abused it now, that took away from everything. And now you got these the tail is wagging the dog with these kids. The kids are telling the parents what to do, what rights they have,
Right.
what they can and cannot do, where they can and cannot go.
Yeah.
And I
They're
grew up,
roommates.
Come on.
right. I grew up knowing that if they don't spank you at home or spare the rod and spoil the child, the streets will.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be through the homies that they roll with or the police or the system. So you better do it now before you get to that point and have a foundation laid, knowing that you can pick your sin, but you cannot pick your punishment.
Word up.
Now there's no punishment. Did anybody else want to?
Marcus about to.
You guys are hitting the nail on the head. I gotta tell you though, when I saw that movie, I thought I was the only one thinking that Joe is not the villain. But the whole theater was like, every time he came on, it was booing and hissing. It was like, oh, here he goes again.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, dude, if he didn't do what he did, the kid should be on the corner somewhere or working minimum wage somewhere.
Yeah.
But as a result of his stern fatherhood and his spankings, his disciplinary actions, this is the most famous family in the world. You know all of their names.
Yeah.
You know what they played. You know who's talented, who's not. You know how they grew up and what movie they were in. You know about this family.
Yeah.
Because of how they grew up. So right now, it's a difficult subject to talk about because we know we'll get some backlash from some folks that say, no, you shouldn't hit the kids. Or no, you're too strict.
Yeah.
But if it's good for the kid, I'm going to stand 10 toes down and say, no, I'll spank my kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And allow me to go a little bit further.
Go ahead.
The profession I was in, I had to respond to calls where kids were allegedly getting abused. Right? And so because, teachers are mandated reporters of the allegations.
Yes.
So as a result, Department of Children and Family Services have to go out there and see what's what and inspect the kid. But when a kid is so incorrigible, dude, it's like, dude, that kid needs a spanking. I would tell the parents, look, I will stand by and watch you spank this kid. Don't use anything else but your hand. And there's a part of their body that's made for a spanking.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's fleshy. The skin ain't gonna cut. Just put your hand.
Yeah. Right.
But when they get older, that little spanking don't help no more.
It doesn't. So you got to catch the child when they're really young. The discipline has to start when they're young.
And we're in different times.
And from my experience as a parent, and I fathered 3 children, and I love them all. They know I love them, but I spanked them when I needed to because I didn't spank them because I wanted to.
Right.
I didn't spank them after I got so angry
Right.
that I gave them a spanking because
Yeah.
that's over the top.
That's over the top.
They got discipline when they needed it.
Yeah.
Where there was a hand spanking, a butt spanking,
Mhm.
Yes.
a threat of a spanking so they can just cry and just get the
Mhm.
picture, whatever it was,
Mhm.
down the
Yeah.
wall, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Depends on what happened.
Yeah.
Every human is different in terms of their tolerance level
sir.
to pain. Some you can say, hey, don't. One, hey, I'm going to yada yada yada. One, you gotta go through it. And the other one, you gotta do it a couple times.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand the child that you're raising
Right.
Mhm.
and their
Yeah.
the way they learn.
Right. Each child is different.
Yeah, each child it is
Mhm.
not cookie cutter.
But
It's the
would
toughest job you'll ever love.
you say that it's a gone conclusion that being a disciplined father creates? Because we got Serena, the Williams sisters.
Sure.
They looked at their father. You got Earl Woods,
Yeah.
which was highly military style discipline with Tiger Woods. What did Tiger said when he was young? Oh yeah, I'm not going to putt today. I'm not going to putt today. No, I don't want to putt today, Dad. Go ahead, Tiger. Go ahead. Sit and play and be a child.
Right.
We wouldn't have the phenom in golf that we have in
Right.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the Williams sisters. I mean, there is so many men that have been that are great that Kobe in the gym, like his father Jelly Bean. If he wasn't telling him to shoot in the gym, come on, bro.
And even Shaq, and he was raised by his stepfather. So his mom had to allow him to raise him.
Yes.
But he has the utmost respect for that man. He called him his dad, and he was military.
Yes. I think with the soft parenting allows, well, I'm going to use the new term, it allows like the youth to crash out. So they don't want to do something and they just crash out. They throw up their heads. And even coaches don't want that. You could be the talent is through the roof.
Right.
But if you don't have no discipline in the structure, a coach will say you are uncoachable.
Right.
Kick him off the team. We don't. He gonna make everybody else feel this way.
Man, that can be cancer.
Yeah.
So
they end up growing up to be uncoachable,
yes,
unteachable adults.
yes,
Yes.
I think men show, especially young men, how to respond and not to react.
yes,
As we have examples of how to address a problem, right, and take the emotion out of it, and still address like, hey, dude, you're going too far. You're being disrespectful. But now we witness kids, like you said, the whole dead homie things.
yeah.
Go off like dead homies, crashing out dead homies. Oh man, I'm like, dude, if you don't knock it off,
and you don't even know the dead homies.
No, bro.
You don't even know.
And
then
take the emotion out of it.
Right. And then what the community that you and I work in, well, you retired, but I'm still in there. But they all what we're saying, man. They and it is what it is. We see it daily. A lot of these mothers, man,
Send the boys with
pushing
the
these
dad.
kids out here, and they terrible, man.
Emotional women can raise
And that's what's going on, because you see so many of these young guys that react out of emotion.
Yeah, a lot of people are hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt
Definitely.
People hurt people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if some of these single mothers, when they get to a point where they want to enjoy their life, and the boy gets older, they go live with your daddy. Okay, now you gonna live your life now. The daddy gonna take it. He ain't gonna hurt his kid. He love his kid.
Right.
Yeah. But a lot of them say, "Oh, he don't want to go."
No, you make him go.
He gonna say so where he lives.
It's the
It
women.
has a lot to do with the rites of passage.
Oh,
If the father is good and she's not jealous of her child, you want that young man to have a rites of passage. Paper Central. They have this thing, and you turn 14, they give you a rites of passage. At least it gives you an opportunity for your child, your young man, to get some stern discipline, especially if they're raised by moms. I think that's a beautiful thing for moms. But when your dad is involved in a rites of passage, that person or that life coach is also solidifying and piggybacking off of what your father is trying to teach you as well.
Yeah.
So when you go out, this person has no connection to you. This person, it ain't you ain't his heartstring. You're going to listen to this guy regardless. You didn't listen at home, but I would much rather a program like that to help structure what the father's trying to do, what the mom probably cannot do, than for them to get older and be in the streets and have the police or the system do it.
Yeah. And you know,
at that point you have no say so.
You know, Kev went through that same program. Because she put him in there. He was 12 years old. So he was 2 years early, and even Mark, I had to bring him to Mark, once. But it was part-time with her, part-time with me. So when she told me about it, and this was at the time when we was able to talk, but I went and presented myself. I'm his dad. Let them know, oh, he has a dad. He has an on-duty dad. So I had to introduce, let them know his father's in his life, So, and I would go, and then they was welcome, man, come to the meeting, man, come and join. I said, well, no, I don't want to join. I observe from a distance because that's, she joined your church, and I don't want her to feel that, I'm coming. No, but I'm here. Just know. And they would call me when they had to get to go, whatever. I would show up, and it was, thank God it was a good gentleman that was around him that was, had built that program. So we need things like that because a lot of these dudes, like when we was coming up, it was scared straight, It
was Max straight.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Man, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Steve-O, well, thanks from this camera right here. Canoon's dad had green light to whoop our tail.
Everybody
in church.
Everybody.
And it worked.
It worked.
I can't put it no more simple than that. Brother,
But we're strong brothers.
He had this paddle that was bigger than this table.
Yeah.
Act up in church if you want.
Yeah.
Act up in church if you want. That paddle coming.
We had solid brothers.
And he would let us box in his backyard. Yeah. Get the gloves on. You're gonna learn to take a hit, you're gonna throw a hit, you're gonna take a hit.
Yeah.
And he swung on well,
yeah.
Man, we got at it.
Yeah.
That's where you got that from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the cheat sheet.
Man. No, we came up with some like even Eddie Sweet, him, Mac, they was boys, they grew up, they went to school together. We had some solid men, God-fearing men, first of all.
For sure.
But ones that will pull you by your shirt or, hey, come here, let me holler at you.
It wasn't no softness to it at all.
No.
And that's the thing with, like, we think we can achieve the same outcome, but we're giving, we're doing something different. We're doing so. You're not going to get the same outcome as you would when you have a disciplinary father or male around you.
Man.
You're not going to get the same. We got children not only that are crashing out. I'm not trying to be insensitive to it, but it's people that are taking their lives because they're bullied online. Not even in person.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
And your parents used to tell you, you better go back out there.
Yes. So
come back to this house with either whooping some ass or taking an ass whooping. Period.
Yeah. It's collapsing even strong young men.
Man,
the men aren't even strong anymore.
No.
We're not producing, and I feel sorry for this generation because we producing some inept, not everybody. We are producing some inept product because we always want to raise our children to be productive in society.
Sure.
How can you be productive in society? You can't even take the pressures of society.
No, and your critical thinking skills. That's something else that I'm seeing coming.
Yeah.
The critical thinking skills, and on top of that, you emotional.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing our future an injustice by the way we are being forced, I would say, to raise children.
I say we can be it's a thing to live in the world and be of the world. I'm living in the world, but I'm not of the world. Like I'm not gonna adhere to certain societal norms.
Yeah. But we
Just
were taught
because-
that too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the way I was taught.
Yeah.
So my whole thing was always, I'm gonna be a better than my dad always told me to be better than me.
Always.
So I was like,
Oh.
okay, let me see how I can do this
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But as men, if we raise these soft boys, these women are gonna bring the boys right back home. The boy, you ain't protecting my house.
Some of 'em,
This happened.
Yeah.
You got,
That's nothing.
Sharon Jones. At first I didn't. Okay. At first I didn't agree with how hard his father was on them, but hearing you explain the outcome and discipline behind, it definitely gave me a different perspective. Well, thank you.
Thank
Sharon.
you.
I'm glad you
Definitely.
did. Yeah.
Sharon, does he live with his dad? I mean,
You're
if he,
talking about Michael
Joe.
Jackson's father.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Joe,
oh, I thot you was talking about her. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's talking about Joe.
All right. Yeah.
To your second question, you were saying about disciplinarian and
Yeah. No, I think that you, as a man, I think that a man's role in the family is to be the disciplinarian.
Sure.
I believe in being a stubborn gentleman.
Or however you want to package it, but
No, the reason why I say that is because if your kid only sees you as a drill sergeant,
yo,
turn that shit up. That would probably be something that you would.
turn it up.
Upside down.
The other way.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
I think that if your kid only sees you as a disciplinarian, it's almost as if they can't they can grow up with issues if your child can't learn that way.
Well,
Does that kind of make sense?
I'm talking about
Every
discipline
child
with
learns
love.
differently.
If you
Right.
love your child,
Yeah.
you're gonna discipline them with love.
Yeah, because
It is your role.
through
Right.
love.
Yeah.
Because if it's just always drill sergeant, it's like, okay, here he come.
Well,
I think
it
that
shows.
works sometimes
Yeah.
For different children. So like I said before, it's not
for.
cookie cutter.
Well, okay, let's talk about boys. Let's talk about raising men. Little boys need strength in their discipline. They don't need, hey Johnny, can you get off the couch for
Daddy
me?
should-
No, it's
That-
very
It hurt my feelings.
Next time, get off the couch.
Yeah.
We're you so stop screaming, Johnny. We're gonna find our words.
Nah,
Shit
man.
does not work.
Johnny, get up the
For
couch, and if you're
our
gonna
children.
cry louder, but go over there.
Yeah.
Cry louder.
No,
I
shut your
think I
mouth.
don't give a shit because
Shut
you're going to get off
your
the
mouth.
No,
couch,
period. Yeah.
period. And after that, then come the punishment.
Yeah.
It's just shut your mouth or I'll shut it for
I
you.
think they
Okay, yeah.
in the
Well, I gotta
movies
let you cry a little bit.
they show Joe as always being, the disciplinarian.
But see,
So, but I felt that it, because they never showed him loving, hugging, or any of that.
Right.
In
I'm sure
any
they
of them. And I'm sure he did.
But they got that from their mother. Though.
They
So
got
that's
it from
where
their
the balance
mom.
came from.
Yeah.
And that
That's
could be right.
That's true.
Okay, maybe my perspective was from single father type thing, and maybe that's an issue. But if you're living in a two-parent household, I think that now you can be the disciplinarian, but you will get that soft shit from your mom. Well, I'm gonna say soft shit, but you
Well-
get the nurturing and the affection from
Sure.
your mom.
Sure.
But because I'm working back from the future
Mhm.
as a father, so I know where this is going. I foresee certain things. I see some things in you, and that's where we're going. If this is what y'all like, I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna make sure that we get there then. Work ethic is self-discipline because of his discipline. Helped all.
But- And then
Can
go ahead.
I ask a
No,
quick
go ahead.
question to you, Trevor? Have you seen that old cartoon, Wait Till Your Father Gets Home?
Mm.
Yes.
Common saying, right? The mother didn't discipline the kids, but so wait till your father gets home, he's gonna handle it. Are you comfortable with that role as disciplinarian?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
from work
Right.
and you come home and say, hey, this child did this. You didn't do anything to him. Just, okay, it's on you now.
The
sign up
father
for it.
should set the tone for the environment.
I agree.
I set up.
I think,
sign up.
and there was some similarity in that father and Trevor's father.
Oh,
That looked like. For those of you that don't know, go ahead and watch the show. Look it up, Google it, YouTube. Watch the show, Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, and then it'll give you some kind of idea of where I was with But until then, Sharon, thank you for your comments, Sharon. As a single mother years ago, I am grateful that my son had a male figure. My daughter's father. I can't honestly say I can't have shaped him into the man he is today by myself. Right. Amen.
I would totally agree with you, Sharon.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm glad you gave him his props. Right. Oftentimes, when a lot of men do our job and do the things that we're supposed to, one, if you get praised, it's almost offensive. But two, give us our flowers when we're alive. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. When somebody say, "Oh, thank you for watching your kid," or "Thank you," it's like that's my kid. So a real dad doesn't necessarily. Sometimes we can find it offensive because it's like I love this. I'm not babysitting. This is a part of me. Mm-hmm. But to hear someone give another man his props, we genuinely enjoy that, and we appreciate that. I appreciate hearing you say that or reading you say that. So thank you, Sharon.
And it's hard when the parents aren't together, and then there's could be some people are still upset because the relationship didn't work out, or you have a lot of mothers that can't stand one or a couple of the kids because you remind me of your dad. You look just like your dad. It's that negativity.
Won't let him go with
it. Right, exactly. Or
turn bread on.
If I says tomato, she says tomato. Yeah. No matter what, And my thing was, I wasn't looking for praise or pats on the back. This was what my assignment was. God gave them to me. He was expecting me to do the right thing, regardless on what you felt, sure. Because you're throwing all the darts at me, Yeah.
I think a real man can get past all that.
Yep.
And extend an olive branch to the mother, the ex-wife, the baby mama, the current wife, whatever, and say, hey, let me let's agree that I can raise my child. I can. If
you have a mom that you can extend, if you have one,
can we agree that we both love the kids, right? Or kid or kid? Can we agree on everybody? We love the kid. We want what's best for him. Can we agree that the kid needs discipline?
Yeah, and like I said,
you gotta talk.
Yeah, you should be able to, but you have some females out there, man. It's no talking. It's no extending. It's none of that.
Yeah,
right, exactly, because it's about them.
They're trying to get back at him.
Yeah, they make it about them.
They're trying to get back at him.
Right.
But I don't know if you all have noticed this. I noticed this when I got a divorce. I had 3 children with this woman. It became, and I said I wouldn't fall prey to this. I'm not going to become your best friend so I could be the parent you always want to be with. Oh, and that dynamic comes about when you all separate, right? Mm-hmm. Now you like, they ain't gonna want to come to no house that's full of discipline. They want to go where it's easy. So I need to make it a little softer so they could come. And when you got that, because the other parent had said, your dad is mean. He's too hard on you. Children are gonna like, that's cool.
So my thing was, it was more so about structure. Because children need structure.
Yeah, sure, right? Absolutely.
So instead of making it feel as if it's anybody coming down on them, no, these are the set times for whatever we had planned, but also wanted to give them balance. So after a period of time, when a child has structure and it also works for them, they would almost naturally go to where structure is. However, another side of them is also, hey, I can go here and play. So it's kind of a, you gotta have balance.
You can have
children.
Say if the mother is more of over the top with the discipline. Sometimes you get that.
Yeah.
So it's up to the father to try to balance it as much as he can.
Sure.
So why is it then now when a woman or a mama is over the top,
Right.
and a daddy
Right.
over the top,
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
hold on, women
They get right.
oftentimes you can see them in a grocery store, you can see them at a park of music. When they check their kid, they kind of go hard as if the kid's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But when a father do something like that, it's like, oh Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that? A double
Standard.
double standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I want to double down on what I said earlier. That sometimes people wait until they're just completely frustrated before they implement
Exactly.
discipline. That way, you got to control it.
Yeah, yeah.
Give them discipline when
Yeah.
they need it.
Nip it in the bud right then and
That
there.
part.
Discipline your child.
Nip it in the bud.
Nip it in
I
the
was a
bud.
parent that believed in warnings.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Mhm.
Yes.
doing this, you got a line, do it one more time, it's
Mhm.
going down. You ain't gonna make a liar out of me.
Right.
Yeah.
And absolutely. And my thing with that, my kids, my sons knew I loved them. You know, after you get disciplined, you want to come, you sit next to me and watch TV. Most kids, they shook it off. They knew what it was.
Yeah.
Even still to this day. I mean, they have friends that that had put hands on their dad.
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own friends, but my sons already knew. I ain't got to tell you, man. My dad, he ain't going for that. You better believe it.
Yeah.
You know.
One effective tool I use with my kids, I had them write out what they did wrong,
Mm-hmm.
why it was wrong, and what should happen to them next. Yeah. Of course,
They can choose their punishment.
I extended grace.
Mm-hmm.
If they got it.
Right.
You know you did wrong, and you show some remorse. I think that's the battle one right there.
Man.
Do you ever got the choice to choose your punishment?
No.
Hey, you want to?
No.
So you could be on punishment for a week,
Mm-mm.
or you could take this.
No.
Whoop it right now.
You didn't get that when you were younger?
I got that.
You didn't get that when you were younger?
I've had that for sure.
I've had that when I was younger for
Yeah.
sure.
For sure.
But
So
your
they,
dad
it's like you
always
choose.
gave me the
You gonna
combo
get
platter.
I
punished.
ain't never get the
No,
combo.
I got the combo platter.
Now,
You get
What do you
the
choose?
and you'll get punished.
The thing was,
Let me get the punishment.
you can get the belt, or you can get them switches. You can get this strap. Those are the combination. That was my
Those are your
my
choices.
options.
Man, I get both. Get a switch.
And if the switch break too soon,
exactly.
then I'm gonna grab one of the
Exactly.
other ones and
Exactly.
finish the job.
Exactly.
So those was nah.
Man, this punishment was- hey, but what was funny? I know it's shitty, but what was funny to me when your boy got a whooping and y'all hurt him?
Oh, outside, yeah,
Everybody
They just had-
outside.
yeah. He just happened to come to the door ring.
You heard him outside?
Yeah.
Oh my! That was the.
So without Joe Jackson, would you get a Michael?
No, oh no.
Without
Even
Earl
No.
Woods, will we get a Tiger?
Never.
I don't think so.
No, I
Because
doubt
they
it.
got used to the habit of
That
practicing.
that
Right.
structure, that
The habit of-
discipline, that
the
yeah.
habit of what time to get up, what time to finish,
So,
what time on their own versus going
Right.
with the crowd or everybody else that was on the team.
Yeah.
It's like that's y'all best.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
the one thing that got me was when Kobe said, "I earned the last shot." And do you know why he said that?
Man.
Because I'm the one that
He put
practiced the
Yeah,
hardest,
but the
practiced
work-
the
Practice
most.
before you
And I
get here,
leave
and
after
I
you.
practice
Yep, the
when you-
last one. Yeah,
I do way more than you.
right.
With,
I
with
earned that
And
last
it
shot,
showed.
whether he make it or not. I
Hey,
earned
we
the
gonna
last shot
live with it.
because I put in way more than you did.
Yep, we gonna live with it. Hit or
Practice
miss.
late and leave early.
Right.
so for the mothers, for the parents, fathers out there, discipline your children. I thought you wanted to read that.
Nah, I mean,
Uh,
cause I already know the story.
discipline your children.
Yeah, go ahead.
As a
And
single mother of boys, I had to be a disciplinarian. I forfeited my role as a nurturer mother because I believe for them the discipline was more important. My mother supplied the softness. Okay, well, what do you bring
Right
up?
on.
Okay.
She can take a role. She had to play
Yeah,
a role.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
A lot of black women.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, and it's hard. I think it's hard on them, first of all.
oh yeah, yeah.
But if that's the situation you put in, you got to deal with it because once that young man gets a certain age and C4, if you could play the clip C4, once a man gets a certain age, a young man,
Mhm.
he's not taking them. What's that? Hold up. He's that strong. But if you haven't trained that child from when they was young, they're gonna be off the rocker.
Yeah, you gotta get into their mind.
Yeah.
C4, if you can play that, this clip will tell you what you gotta start.
Let me put this back. Calm the fuck down. And don't slam the door in my face when I do.
Put it up.
Don't slam the.
Okay, here.
Don't slam the door.
I'm not. Put it up.
Just in case you got it.
Afară, că nu știu ce să
Why do you push me out?
Pentru că nu ieși când îți spun să ieși. Ieși afară.
Okay, let me close the door. Don't let me get out of my. Oh.
Just leave and we'll close the door.
Ieși afară.
Let me put this back.
Ain't no way.
I don't know how to do that. Why do you push me out like that, huh? Why do you push me out?
Because I want you out of here.
Or why you have to push me?
Pentru că tu nu ieși.
Are you gonna call the cops on me?
Ieși
Are
afară.
you gonna call the cops on me?
Pretty soon. Very soon.
How soon?
Very. You'll see.
I want to know. I don't want to see. I want to know.
Ieși afară. Ieși afară. Ieși afară.
It's not closed yet.
I can't.
So that's what is the product of soft parenting. So if you want that, continue to soft parent. I think we have to delineate what is good for a child. Even in early childhood development, you talk about Juwanza Kanjufu and people like that. Or children thrive off of discipline. They thrive off of structure because it makes them feel safe. So now they can, okay, this is the boundaries that they set. Some children are going to touch them, but they got to know that you don't go beyond that. Some of the boundaries that were set when we was young, at a certain age, you couldn't go off the block. They catch you off the block. You was in trouble. So children love, they say children love discipline or boundaries because they feel safe with it. This is what early childhood development is saying. If everything is run amok and chaotic, how can I focus and there's no structure? So I think we really have to, my proponent of having structure, discipline, and everything for a child, they need it. It's not.
It will reflect in everything. It reflects in grades.
Yes.
It reflects in their social, in their circle. It'll reflect on how they, on whatever team they're on, whether it be in school for recess or on some other team. They will definitely show it.
And it shows, man. Like I said, in the line of work that I do, it shows. And whatever the situation is with the mom and the dad. And then a lot of these young dudes, they grew up hating their dad, not liking their dad. Like, and I wish my dad would say something to me, or wish he would try to put his hands on me.
Where did you get that? Where did they get that from?
I would say a lot of they hear their parents talk, their mother.
Yeah.
You know, dragging him as a man and what have you, and the kid is listening to all of that, you know. And then they really feel that that's a grown man. That your dad, and I don't think too many dads are going to stand by and let their son put hands on them.
So I want let me piggyback on that, because you're absolutely right. I want to encourage all men to continue being a man. It may be shunned by society. It may not be a popular thing to do. You may be jacketed as a disciplinarian or too hardcore or toxic, whatever. But the evidence will be the evidence. Did you love your child? Did you correct them when they need corrected? Did they like you behind it? No, they probably didn't like you. Do you guys have a tight relationship now? Maybe not. But stick to your guns, because the child will appreciate it later when they know the value of getting up, cleaning their room, going to work every day, taking care of your home, being able to maintain your home, having pride in how you dress, cleaning your clothes up, doing the best work you can do, making sure your work is done on time, turning your projects in on time. All that matters. So brothers, be encouraged. Do the best you can do as a father, and whether it's thankless or not, the proof will show up later.
Right.
Well, see, the important part of that is you're talking about standing on principles, good, solid principles that they can live by. Because sometimes these fathers stand on some BS too.
Mm-hmm.
So what you just said was important. Yeah. Stand firm in good principles, that are going to help them later on. Because some brothers out there, we know some probably just really not, and they're adamant about it. Oh, she won't let me see him. I'm cool. It's what it is. What it is. Like, that's not what you stand on. What are you teaching them? And like you said, all those things that you mentioned are principles to live by that you have to pour into that child so that when they water it or leave the house, they won't depart from it. So I agree wholeheartedly.
So Kanoum started the whole podcast with saying iron sharpening iron.
Yeah.
I remember a science project we had way back in elementary school where you would put like 4 things together and find out which one was harder. Like you'd have pieces, you had some paper, you had plastic, you had metal, and then like a fine stone, like diamond type stuff, right? Paper couldn't cut plastic, but plastic could cut paper. So plastic was harder.
Yeah.
All right. The metal could cut the plastic, so the metal was harder. The diamond or the stone could cut the metal, so the stone was harder.
Yeah.
But iron sharpens itself.
Yeah.
Right. Or some of it's even cut by diamonds. But
yeah,
make sure you surround yourself with some men of substance.
Right.
Some iron type men, because otherwise,
yeah.
Or bring somebody up to be iron. Don't let those brothers who are failing their kids just be okay with that. Like, brother, there's a way to raise your kid. I can, if you take my advice, I can show you this works. If we're gonna be bold enough to do it, if we love them, and we call them our friends, like, dude, we can step our game, but I'll help you. Step our game.
And that's something that I appreciate amongst the whole.
Yeah.
We had, I would say, little homies that grew up to do well. And we take them under our wings, and they weren't our sons, just a few years, younger than us. I'd say no more than 5 years younger, but more than 5 years younger, right? So for them to see how we were as a collective, and they used that information and then added their own flavor to it for the time that they were in and became great men, I think that says a lot, and that's how it should be raised. Yeah. That's how we should be raising our children. Yeah.
I wish I can't speak. I'm gonna speak more on your dad, man, because McKinley, he stepped up more than most men dared to, and we didn't fear him. We respected him, right? But we weren't afraid of him because we knew he loved us. That same hand that gave us a paddle gave us a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Right. He wasn't just all like, I'm gonna beat y'all down. No, I'm gonna help you. I expect better from you.
And then he gonna hit you with some scriptures.
And hit you with scripture.
I remember the time he told y'all that I'm about to take y'all over to my dad's house.
Yeah, that was hilarious. My father's house.
And I guess I don't know anything else, so that's all I know, right? So it's not amazing to me because that's all I know. I had 2 great men around me at all times, my grandfather and my dad.
Yes, sir.
So they taught me, but I knew certain things, like I was driving very young. So it was like they taught me things like a man should do. Man got to know how to drive everything on wheels. There's certain things that a man, my grandfather in his way, take care of home. That's what you take care of home first.
Yeah.
And let's speak to Joe. Joe Jackson always told Mike, look after this family. You doing your individual thing. What about the family?
Yeah.
And that's what created that one tour where the family was, now our family can thrive and make money.
Didn't he live with his mom and sister for quite a while?
Yeah, for quite a while. I didn't even know that part. I wasn't particularly a Michael Jackson fan, but it was a people that really loved Michael.
That dude was huge.
Kind of a common knowledge.
Huge.
But we get soft parents now. They was like, well, we want our child to have a childhood. Yeah. Do you know some men become men before? We looking at 21 where we a man. men that become men way earlier than that,
Yes, sir.
start working, have family, or whatever. That rites of passage needs to happen a whole lot sooner
Yes, sir.
than 21.
Yeah.
You can't wait till a young man is 21 to teach him how to be a man.
Yeah.
You already a man.
Yeah.
You're
And
of
why
age.
you
You're
were
of age.
why
I'll say you're of age because there's a lot of grown ass kids.
oh, yeah.
So
There's
I'm
a
just
lot
saying
of
that
grown
as
kids.
your
Like,
maturity,
you're legal now,
yeah,
but
and you should be mature.
that's a lot of them soft.
and I
That's what I'm
you-
saying. So and to thwart that, we need to train them up. Well, that's why they have bar mitzvahs. That's why they have all these things. The Aborigines, they have a walkabout. This happened when they're young.
The thing that gets me is oftentimes with African American men, your rites of passage is when you get jail, and that's when I as a kid.
That's a little bit
they
twisted.
used to mess with me like,
It's twisted.
so you made it? Like, oh, yeah, to jail, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
so you made it? And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, that ain't the rites of passage I want to go in. That's not the direction that I desire to now be told that I'm a man because I did some damn, that was, but the Jewish and other nationalities had something that signified that you were going to become an adult or you're going into your adulthood. As a father of a daughter, my thing was I did something like that for my daughter. When she turned, I didn't have no sweet 16, quinceañera and all that. My thing was I surrounded her with a bunch of different men from my groups. And they told her who they were. But this is what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
But it was no holding back. This is what it is. Like she almost cried. They let her know this is what it is. And a few of my buddies, they started doing the same thing. Like, hey, we don't know if your mother gonna have a sweet 16 for you or whatever else, but these are some men around you. It's been around you. You were with me.
Yeah.
So
And if we don't do it, the jails will.
Oh yeah,
And they embrace you in a cold way in jail.
man.
You may have to sacrifice a body part, but they sure will embrace you in jail.
Yep.
You better.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
go,
in
man.
more ways than one.
Don't go to prison. Don't go to jail. Because you want to take your parents embracing. There's some people that embrace you. All right, keep it up.
yeah.
Maybe embrace you too much.
You get a little spoon.
Yeah,
We have a little comment from. Okay, I thought we did.
there you go.
All right. Don't even roll your eyes at your parents. I did it once and never did it again. That's right.
Yeah, you probably couldn't roll them after,
Man, you
after
know
what
what?
happened
Well,
to you.
which front of your breath?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And I remember I had to be about, I would say maybe around 7, and the next door neighbor, the car park, I found a cigarette, but I had some match. So I'm sitting there and I'm lighting it.
Oh.
Man, and I was introduced to snitching that day.
Who told her?
The neighbor. So I went and told my mom. I came in the house, man, standing there. So she called out to one of my older sisters. She said, "Bring your pack of cigarettes here." And she handed it to me. Now, show me what you was doing out there. Man, mom's, she didn't care if I got lung cancer or not. Because the pack was pretty full. And I think she was really determined to make me smoke that whole damn pack.
How sick did you get?
I got sick.
Yeah.
You know, I think I got sick because she was making me do it. And the fact that, you know, you ain't got to worry about me smoking. I won't smoke. And man, I still don't like cigarettes.
That's probably because your first cigarette was like this.
It's not running down there. Probably should keep it lit from all the
But
tears.
we don't get those type of parents. You know, especially like I said, you know, you get a few on the women's side. Because you even though you have boys, you still gotta show that. You know, if you want them to be successful, if you don't want to go and be talking to them through a 3-inch glass, you have to. You know, if the father is not around, find a positive male role model that you trust, that you know that will, love your sons,
Sure.
and put them and they let them. And saying that's the thing is a lot of these females will not allow men raise a kid until they in jail
Yeah.
at
Now
14,
you go to that.
15
Like,
years
wait a
old.
minute, You
Yeah,
didn't
that happened to me.
help get him here?
Yeah,
You didn't help get him here, but now you want me to take the
Right.
reins
yeah.
afterwards and
I can-
repair everything that you done did?
And not only that, Trev,
Psychologically?
he in jail. I'm not finna go there to raise him,
No.
Thank God none of my kids have been in
It's-
jail.
man.
You know, I did
It's
an
crazy.
evaluation with my kids, right?
Mm.
I asked them all independently, different rooms, different times. I said, what 3 things do you think I expect from you? Right? I asked all 3 of my kids this. And almost uniformly they said, I expect you to work hard, do the best you can, right? Help people when you can, and have a relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, at least I got the message
Mhm.
across.
Yeah,
You know what my
that's real good.
expectations are,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? So I would encourage parents, I don't care how old your
Right.
kids are, have your expectations
Still.
known.
Yeah.
Have that conversation.
Yeah.
They say a man who never learns structure becomes a slave to his feelings. Because I think this is what soft parenting produces.
Sure.
It produces a man, and the reason why I'm focusing on so much on boys or boys becoming men, because that's where I think where we can play the biggest part. Not saying that we don't do it for our girls, but boys, we got to say they need a little bit more discipline than girls. I
Sure,
should talk
really
about.
think so.
Sure.
I really and I think I dropped the ball with the
Yeah.
feelings thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my daughter said, I don't feel with my feelings. I'm like, fuck your feelings. Don't nobody on earth. The only person that give a shit about your feelings is you.
Yeah.
Don't function on your feelings. Have them do something with them constructively.
Yeah.
But if you feel, you don't feel like going away. Yeah, feel. I'm like, fuck, you're just a bunch of a ball of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now do something constructive with your feelings. Don't hurt nobody else.
Right.
Turn that energy into something that's going to help you later. Throw your passion. If you don't ever want to go back to that again, do whatever it takes to not get back to that feeling again. Because if I don't feel like going to work, if I don't feel like paying the bill, if I don't feel like taking your little monkey ass to school, if I don't feel like
Not monkey ass.
what's gonna happen?
That's
What's gonna happen? Nah, I didn't call it. It's like, come on, man. It ain't about feeling. It's about doing what is right. You will never go wrong.
Right.
So as parents, we won't get things right all the time.
No.
All your daughters are not gonna hit the bullseye.
But act in love, right?
Yes.
Because I had somebody try
Discipline
to
and love.
shame me over a disciplinary technique I used years ago. Well, you can't shame me. I love my kid too much. I did it because I love him. If I didn't love my kid, I wouldn't have done nothing at all.
Man, come on.
Yeah.
Right?
That right there.
People are funny, man.
That part
Funny
right
style.
there, yeah.
Everybody ain't the same.
Don't judge me on my parenting, man.
Man.
I've been in the trenches with my kids.
If when you do it, they got something to say. If you wasn't around to do it, they got something to say.
Yeah.
So I had to live with that for a long time. Look, you know what? No matter what I do, it's still not gonna look good in your eyes because it's personal. It's not even about the kids. It's personal.
Yeah.
So be blessed.
If you don't know
What you say?
don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, ask me.
I think it's you guys could chime in. I think it's a father's responsibility to prepare, especially his sons, but all children, to go out into the world and thrive. If you don't prepare your children for this, you're going to see them go out in the world and fall on their face. And that's going to happen. But they know how to get back up.
Back up. That's
Dust
the
themselves
thing.
off because
Right.
they see you do it.
Right.
And they know
Yeah.
your structure has put something in them that is going to cause them not to fold.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody loves diamonds, but everybody don't love the pressure that make them.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
So we gotta love the pressure that makes it true.
Absolutely.
I've always felt like a man that is not prepared or has a plan only plans to fail. So if I'm doing that, that's going to bleed off into my children. What's your plan? Why did you do that? Okay, so what's going to come out of that? So once they start kind of understanding that, that's good for me, because oftentimes that, I don't know, or why did you do that? I don't know. After 13, I don't know, don't work no more. Know why you did something.
Yeah.
Don't do something for nothing. What's the return on that? Invest your time, your money, and your energy. If you don't want to do that, then you're planning to fail. What's your plan? You don't have, okay, why'd you do? You don't know. Okay, now you're too old to not know at a certain age. 13?
Yeah, I used to say, I don't know, it's not an answer.
No.
It's not an answer. But I know it's almost about that time. So
Already.
time when you're having great conversations like this, it go kind of short. But we want you to help us grow this platform. If you like this kind of information, just like, share, subscribe, share it with somebody else so they can get some of this good information too. And I guess we could go around the room and we could go off of like what we talked about, what men can do. Give a tidbit of how a woman can help the man be the disciplinarian that he needs to be. Because I think that we didn't talk about that. So let's touch on that on our way out.
Okay.
We gonna start with.
Wait. I'm
thinking.
Okay.
I can start.
Go ahead. We start with Mark.
He's more prepared. I'm planning to fail.
Only because I have a calling on something right now. I got to be obedient to something. First of all, ladies, recognize that a man needs to be in your children's life. Agree to that, right? And hold him accountable to that. I want the men also to extend to outside of your family and help a young man out. And I'm going to I've been moved to give a gesture. I'm going to, just like Kanoom's grandfather was probably the most popular guy in the neighborhood because he had a candy house, and his dad was probably the most popular guy in the city because he just helped so many people and so many things. I know that Kanoom is helping somebody, and he has a clothing store, and I want you to give them the address. But I'm gonna donate $500 to help some kid or kids get ready for prom through his store. All right, you're gonna bless somebody today.
Yeah,
right.
That's
So
amazing.
we have to look out for each other because no one else is coming to help us but us.
That's it.
Yes.
All right. So Black fathers, you're needed. Black fathers, stay encouraged. Black women, help our Black men stay encouraged to help and be the best fathers we can be. Lift us up. We need it. We love y'all. We need y'all.
Man, that's good. My thing would be allow, if you have a regardless on your feelings, personal feelings towards that man, but he's a good man, he's a good role model, and he's a good disciplinarian, move your feelings and yourself out the way. Support him from a distance. Allow him to raise and to teach them young men in your life, because if you continue to be in the way of that, they're going to continue. They have a place for our young men. And trust me when I say they are throwing them away.
Yeah.
Away.
Oh, Lord.
So remove your emotions, your personal feelings, and allow that man to be a role model to his kids, show them the way, all of that.
Yeah.
I stopped repeating, I stopped it with my kids. You will not follow in my footsteps in this area. You're going to be better than me. You're going to be greater than me. You can't do it if you're in this lane, you know. And if you want to do that, you can't do it from my house. So you come on. We gotta start like now. We on life support as a race. You know, trust me. Trust me when I tell you, we on life support.
Trevor?
To compliment Kevin and Mark on their perspective, I would say we definitely need to get out of our own way. And that's just a part of success, because oftentimes the only person that tell us that we can't is ourselves. Get out of your own way and become unselfish. And we're not on this earth just for our own consumption, but we go through what we go through to help somebody else. That's what also has the premise of the show. Our show is not just primarily for us, but to help others, especially for those that are watching. So that I think that's pretty much that's important. That's key. So on top of that, for every person that does come in and needs some assistance or needs some help, I would also piggyback with the same amount of people that is also offered that opportunity that the doors that we're opening through Mark. I'll complement the assistance with haircuts. So how many of your haircuts come in, whatever that helps, and however you help through the show and us as a collective, I'll make sure that I'll donate that many haircuts to all the young men that Mark and I will work together with for our community during prom and graduation. So I'll extend it through that. What about you? What would you say would be some form of advice to
I would say for women to, I've only found a few strong women that would allow to get, like you said, get themselves out of the way, and like Mark said, to allow some, if there is not their father, to go live with their father. Never, they even say it in some of the classes, never badmouth that child's father in front of them. You know, you got something nasty to say it over there, because you don't know how that affects the child. It affects the child. So from living at a certain point where my son, I seen the separation affect my son. So, but she was so adamant about keeping my son away from the discipline that affected my son, and not till he got older did she want to say, okay, I can't deal with it no more. I was like, but you're not gonna help continue to raise the animal you created. So I want women to, if you're gonna allow even another man, and vet the man, right? Because you want righteous men around the child. And for those that have a father that wants to allow him to be a disciplinarian. I know it may hurt you. You can't, even for the married couples, a woman that is, and she sees the discipline, don't get in the way. Don't let the child know that, oh, I can run to mommy and get away from daddy. Now that child has fractured the mother and father, and he gonna play the middle. Create a wedge. So allow, even if you got to go in the room and shed a tear, do that. Allow that father to discipline his children.
Yes, that means more to that little boy.
Without you intervening. Don't hit Johnny like that. Oh, And I would say my last thing is this, because it comes from the word. It says, who spares his rod hates his son. So it paraphrases, spare the rod, spoil the child. That means if you're not offering your child any discipline, you don't love them. You do not love them. And he wanted me to give the address. It's 2709 West Manchester Boulevard. So if you have a son that's going to prom, know somebody that's going to prom, by the blessings of these two men, send them my way.
Say it again. Say the address again.
2709 West Manchester Boulevard, Inglewood, California, 9030.
The name of this spot is
Swank Men's Fashion. So they could get swanky and they could get some of this knowledge. So what I really love about this, because you're really educating at the same time you're dressing a young man. Why is this appropriate for a man to do? Why is this? And I'm into dressing young men in a masculine manner.
Yes, sir.
All this blurring the lines of masculinity, I don't do that at Swank. So you're gonna get something classic.
Yeah.
You're gonna get something that is timeless. So you'll have I said the young lady, her son in a suit, the way I would style it and everything. She said, I've been crying all day. I was like, just to see their little boy grow up to be a man. This is
that, and an etiquette class would be
yes. And this is the first time they're wearing a suit.
And they carry themselves differently when they dress. Right.
You walk different. I'm gonna even get to that part.
Yeah,
That's another show.
That's another show.
But I thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all keep watching us. Help us grow this platform.
Please.
I like to clap on that part.
Yeah.
Help us grow this platform.
Help us help somebody else.
Yes, because where are you getting this type of information at?
Right.
Where?
They not. They ain't
They
getting
not. Everybody else is talking about something crazy.
Mhm.
Love is the action word.
Man.
Yes. And I want to, when he said love is the action word, I want to say discipline with love.
Yes.
Because, well, like everybody else said, it's out there. People are not disciplined with love.
Yeah.
And we're saying being disciplinarians, but disciplined with love.
Yeah.
We are the children that we raising. So I just think we need to do a better job of it.
Oh yeah.
Affect somebody's life, bro. Affect somebody's life, like these gentlemen are doing.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Man.
Yeah.
This ain't your average, just them good vibes in the middle of the madness. In a good place, let them know what's happening. Let's take it all around the world with a passion. We talking politics, check. Relationships, check. Do it for the culture if you really trying to flex. Got 4 brothers on the go, ready, set. From the suburbs to the projects, we got the beers and the Baldheads. I'm talking beers and the Baldheads. We got the beers and the Baldheads. We the one with the beers and the Baldheads.